Well, we got a day off work here because originally we were expecting some visitors, but unfortunately they forgot their sandwiches and went home. So I thought, well, let's make that good and I will produce a Russian picnic style sandwich for everybody. Start with the basis with some nice Russian bread made with corn. Look at what it says here, it's kukuruza. And of course the basis for any Russian picnic is it's usually very spontaneous and improvised. So you should get packages that are easily opened and where you can responsibly dispose of stuff. So I have some pastrami, bit of mozzarella, you can just cut it open and drain the water away. And you've got this nice Russian chocolate that comes in separately wrapped little pieces. Pretty neat, huh? As I said, the trick is to buy things that are easily opened using a minimum of tools. So here we have some bit of pastrami. That opens really nicely and easily. Now I'm cheating here using a plate, I know that, but you know, you can buy picnic plates for not very much money here. Put the bread out. And we set the mozzarella and just chop it up a bit. Just that. Put it onto there. You don't need butter for this. It's this mozzarella is still soggy enough from being drained. Put a few bits of pastrami. You can cut that if you want. Chop your fingers off. And well, we can. Hang on. Let's do it right. And all you do, while uttering a few Russian swear words, is just press it all together. Get a sandwich. Throw in a few cherry tomatoes. And you've got your fizzy pop. This stuff, it's not bad. I can't tell the difference between this and Coca-Cola. You can buy Pepsi and Coke still here, but it's considerably more expensive. There you have it. I thought for the time component of today's video, I'd bring you the first watch I ever bought in Russia, here at the All-Time Shop in Moscow. It is, believe it or not, a Vostok Komandirsky. It looks rather unusual, doesn't it? And I shall go into a little bit of detail as we look more closely at the watch. See, for starters, it's quite unusual in that all the lettering and the printing on it is in English. Let's see if don't know if the little small print on the case will show up easily. It says basically stainless steel 100 meters Komandirsky Vostok watchmakers Komandirsky, and on this side it just says Komandirsky automatic, at the bottom in English, made in Russia. And another thing that's not usual about it is your regular Vostoks, like for example this basic scuba dude, has a bezel. It just turns on friction. It goes both, you see that with my fat thumb's in the way, it goes both ways. And I'm lucky because apparently some of these are quite loose, but this one's quite firm and it's resolved. But this one is totally different. It has a 120 click unidirectional bezel. See if I can get that without destroying the focus. Here we go. There it goes. You can see the pip moving. It's quite smooth. There's a bit of back play, but I don't know what the idea was producing this watch. It might have been done at the factory to train people, but it's so different from the usual bezel. And yeah, it goes all the way around. Oh, hang on, let's even do it like that. Yeah, there we go, that's better, isn't it? Until the pip comes back again eventually. Oh my goodness me. So it puts up a bit of a fight, but it stays in place and it lines up perfectly, unlike some other better known watch brands that we know. Well, the bezel is one good thing. Another good thing about it, I don't know if the light is catching this, I'm doing the best I can with it, but the colour of the dial is this beautiful blue that sometimes goes to purple. It's a really nice sunburst effect. That's something I really like about it. And you've got the large 12 and 6, and then you've got just the ordinary sort of indices in the middle with these arrow type things at 3 and 9. So those are a couple of other nice things. And I don't know if I'll show you this, but the loom is quite decent on it too, which is also surprising for a Vostok. And it's got some other nice features too. I said there was the case back showing off the wonderful Vostok 2416 movement, except that it's not quite so wonderful. Back into focus a bit. There we go. So we've wound it. Has a clutch on it. Let's move it away a bit. You can see the date says the 22nd and today is the 26th. And there is no quick date movement on this, so what you can do is waft it around until you get to, you'll see it change, I think. Yeah, it does change pretty neatly at midnight. That's about the best you can say for it. So the trick then is to go on to about 2 o'clock, wind it back. What it does, sometimes the second hand bounces a bit, and you go to 8 o'clock or thereabouts, and you just move it forward again. Ding, yeah, and you keep doing that until you get the desired date. So on the 21st, I'll leave it there anyway, you get the idea. Otherwise just going round and round and round all day and not having a great deal of fun. And for those of you interested in this sort of thing, I've got some dimensions and some other things for you. So the case width is 42.6. Oh boy. And the case thickness is 14.1. That's quite a chunky boy, isn't it? Probably with that bezel. Yeah, you can't have everything. Can we get a lug width on it? Yeah, I'm sure we can. Oh. Yeah, the lug width is, oh my goodness me, come here. Yeah. We're going to go up the road for a picnic and it's by itself in a minute. Yeah. So that's, no, that's bigger than that. Don't mind me bumbling around a bit. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. It's around 46 millimeters. And if you're interested, the strap is 20 millimeters. And on this rubber strap it weighs 104.74 grams, or maybe 105 grams even, if the wind's blowing in the right direction. Now, unlike a lot of amphibias and common deer skis, this one hasn't got a plastic crystal on it. However, it is only a mineral, and it's safe to assume that the same is true of the back, yeah, that's also mineral. So there we are. Just to show you that the detector is working properly, the Bernie comes as advertised with sapphire. On the dial, I've got the dial crystal, and believe it or not, even on the display case back, if anything, it seems to be even more sapphire. There we have that. And we'll pretty much leave it with a wrist shot on my fat 7-bit-inch wrist. I actually put this rubber strap on myself. It came with a relatively decent metal bracelet, but it was by no means perfect. So I took it off and put it on this very comfortable blue rubber strap, which kind of goes with the dial. I don't know if you can see the effect on the dial. It's rather beautiful in real life. Leave that there for now. Well, I hope you like that. I've got plenty more Vostocks where that one came from, believe you me. And the sandwich wasn't bad at all. So that's the end of that for now. I think you've suffered enough. Take care and have a great day. As you can see, the loom's pretty good. It doesn't last very long, but the loom pip lights up nicely. I wonder where they got the idea from for all of this.